nothing comes up that's unexpected. So when you're buying a property from someone else and you get title insurance on there, that protects you. Does everybody know what title insurance is? Yeah. Let me stop. Let me just start from the beginning. By a show of hands, who knows what title insurance is? All right, so a lot of people don't. So let me explain from the beginning. Title insurance is insurance that insures you for anything that happened prior to you buying the property. So most insurances that you get, when you think of insurance, you think of protection from a future event, right? You get car insurance to protect you from an accident that didn't happen yet. A homeowner's insurance, a fire happens that didn't happen yet, you have the insurance to cover any damages. Title insurance is the only insurance that's the opposite. So when we give you title insurance, we're insuring everything from that day prior, about 60 to 80 years back. And what we do is we do a search. We do a very, very extensive search. And in that search, we identify who's the current owner of record. Like Al-Tariq was saying, a lot of times people come into the office or his office, they don't look like the person that owns it. But if you had title insurance, we would give you what's called a chain of title. So that shows you every person that's owned that property for the last 60 to 80 years. Wow. And what we do is we connect the chain. So we want to make sure that there's no breaks in the chain. And what does that mean, a break in the chain? So if you sold the property to the person behind you, and that person sold it to the person behind them, right? And we do a title search, but we have the deeds going from you to her. We didn't catch his deed. He can come back and claim possession of the property that he's the owner. He has a legitimate deed. The title insurance company, when we did that search 60 to 80 years, we missed it. So we'll insure the property. So he's going to sue the current owner. There's going to be a lot of lawsuits going on. And the title insurance company pays for that. It's called an indemnification. That means they indemnify you to make you whole again. Just to replace any out-of-pocket that you had to come out with, any lawyer fees, anything like that. The insurance company will pretty much pay for anything that's come up. That's what you're paying for, the insurance. And another thing about title insurance, when we do the search, if there's any liens against the property. There's a lot of different liens that show up on the property. Does anybody know what a lien is? Give me an example of a lien that would show up on the property. Mechanics lien, tax lien,
Employees lien.
employees lien, child support. That's judgment. That's judgment. But it attests to the property. So these are all liens. And the mechanics lien is a big one. Does everybody know what a mechanics lien is? So you want to explain it in the back?
The contractor does a job on a house and doesn't get paid on the final check or whatever. They put a mechanics lien on it, but really they're kind of a joke. You never get paid. I'm a contractor.
But it's a cloud though. It shows up on title. It is a cloud. It could be a problem. It could be a problem. So when we do a title search and we give you insurance, we're identifying every lien that's attached to this property. So when you're buying a property, you want to know if the person selling it to you is the legal owner. Do they have the right to sell it? That'll show up on the title. What liens are on the title? If you didn't know about this mechanics lien and you're buying this property, that has to be dealt with before you take over the property. So the seller either has to pay it, negotiate it, or do something. But as a title insurance company, we make sure that we identify and let you know all of those things that are on the properties that would affect clear title.
Do you do the land also?
Well, it runs with the land. So yeah, it follows the land. So it's pretty much the land, but the houses, I mean...
I'm saying you do separate. Can you do just land?
Yeah, we could run title on the land or the house. I mean, it really runs with the land anyway.
So if you have run title when you bought that $2,000 house, you would not have bought it, right?
If I had title insurance when I bought that house, it would have came up on the title search. And then I would have said I'm not paying $2,000 with a house with $70,000 lien.
Any loan, you're required to have that, right?
Yes, when you get, well, you bring up a good point. So when you're getting title insurance, there's two type of policies you can get. There's an owner's policy and a lender's policy. Now the lender is required, you have to get a lender's title insurance policy when you buy the house. But you should also get the owner's policy. The lender's policy protects the lender
Correct.
up until the amount that they lend. So whatever